Hey, I'm Riggers. Thanks for dropping in. Today I wanted to talk a bit about the LEGO games. I grew up playing LEGO Star Wars 2, the Complete Saga, sometime after that. Indiana Jones 1, which I've still got my original copy of here, although it's very warm. Pirates of the Caribbean, I played that when I was like 19, I played that. Yeah, Star Wars 2, Complete Saga, Indiana Jones 1 and 2, Batman, like the first Lego Batman, and Lego Lord of the Rings when that came out. Was it 2012? And then I didn't play any of the other ones, or the ones that came out after that point, or in between all them. And playing this, I was surprised with a lot of aspects of it. Like being able to save your game in the middle of a level was kind of mind blowing because I've never seen that in a Lego game before, even though this is quite an old game now. And the beautiful open big hub world, like this game still seems so modern and refreshed despite it being an older title. When did it come out? 2013? 2014, yeah. So this is actually the newest Lego game I've ever played, and it definitely feels a lot more modern and fresh. Is there a PlayStation 4 / Xbox One version of this? Because it's 2014? I don't know. Yeah, so just playing it, you've got the universal Lego elements, haven't you? You've got the building, the puzzle solving, the silly humour. You've got those little green and red panels that you twist in a circle. There's a lot of universal elements that once you've played a Lego game, you've picked up those skills and you can kind of transfer that to pretty much any Lego game. But what I like about the Lego games is they're very easy to pick up and play. Like, the controls are very smooth and solid. You can just pick up the control and get right into the game. You don't have to figure out what you're doing, like what does what. There's a bit of that because each game has their own mechanics, whether you're superhero, Indiana Jones, lightsabers, whatever. But you can pretty much just pick up and play them, and that's why they're such great universal games for people, as young as 8 years old or so, or younger, like when I used to play them when I was a kid. Or, an older person. They're great to just pick up and play, even for people who are probably relatively new to games. So it's been a lot of fun for me. I've been recently quite into Marvel, and watching some of the old Spider-Man films, been reading Daredevil comics, so I'm in a bit of a Marvel phase at the moment. And I've ended up with a year of Disney Plus thanks to a free offer, because I was already subscribed to Uber Eats. Well, that's coming to a close soon. I managed to get 40% off my next year of Uber Eats. And I noticed they're also offering, if you're subscribed to Uber Eats already, here's a free year of Disney Plus. So I was like, I'll have that. So I'm planning to watch through Daredevil Born Again and maybe revisit some of the other Marvel things and watch some Marvel stuff I've never seen before. But yeah, so because I've been interested in Spider-Man and Marvel stuff lately, I thought I'd give this a go. I didn't expect Spider-Man to be in it, first of all, because apparently I'm blind and can't see Spider-Man on the cover. I thought it was mainly going to be more oriented towards the other ones, like the Avengers. And, well, I guess Fantastic Four. But yeah, the first 3 missions have all featured Spider-Man and Spider-Man villains quite prominently. And they're quite long missions as well, like very meaty missions with a lot to do. So I think the brilliance of Lego is that you can transfer it across any franchise, and it has a universally recognised look. And you can just have a lot of creativity with it. You can reimagine any franchise in Lego, and it has this brilliance and this joy to it. This sort of childlike whimsy to it, and it has the great, like I say, the pick up and play aspect. And it just feels like I was playing it yesterday, as I started the playthrough yesterday, and I just thought, this is just genuinely so much fun. There's no difficulty curves. There's no, struggling to figure stuff out for too much. I mean, you have to use your brain, obviously. There are puzzles to solve, and there were a few times I got stuck and confused. That's just natural when you're learning a game, and it's putting your brain to use. You're figuring things out. What I thought was brilliant about it was just how fun it was. I had this sense of adventure. It was just this nice, fun game that I could sit down and play and while away an hour or two. And some games, I try to get into them, and there's so many mechanics going on, and I know I'll need to play that in a few small doses till I get used to it, and then I can sort of really acclimatise to it. A good example of that is Monster Hunter Stories 3 I picked up when it came out, I've played it a few times, but I this is probably me being really thick. I don't understand the combat in Monster Hunter Stories 3 at all. I have no idea what I'm doing in that game. I've played through various RPGs. The amount of hours I've put into anything from Final Fantasy to Persona, Kingdom Hearts, to Blue Dragon. You know, I love JRPGs, but this one, it's got the turn-based combat, and I like turn-based combat, but I don't understand the red, blue, green. I don't get it at all. It's really confusing. I need to do some serious research on that. I think I've since then played through some of the other Monster Hunter games and love the traditional normal Monster Hunter games, but the stories, I don't get the combat. But that's just one example of a game where there's clearly a brilliant game there, but it throws so many mechanics and so much at you. If you're unfamiliar with it, or you've not played a game like that before, it can just go, and it's like, my brain just can kind of shut down. Whereas this, I've not played, like I said, this is the newest LEGO game I've ever personally played. I've not played a LEGO game since I was 19, 26 now. So it's been a long time since I've really engaged with these games, and it's been a long time since I've played like a newer one. It's stomach grumbles. What's hanging me on? Right. So yeah, I was just playing it, and I just thought, you know, wow, it's lovely to just play a game where you can just pick up. You have that instant sense of fun, and it's nice to be able to switch between the different characters, using the different mechanics and the puzzle solving, and it has a lot of. Bob Ross, his program is called The Joy of Painting. I feel like the subtitle of LEGO games should be The Joy of Gaming, because they're just fun. I keep sort of stumbling and stuttering my words because I don't really know how else to describe it. It's a nice sort of guilty pleasure game and series of games that are made to such a degree where you can pick up pretty much anything, like Lord of the Rings. I'm looking at that right now. I've still got my childhood copy of this. This is a fantastic game. I've always intended to do another playthrough of it, but I never have done. But yeah, I think I'm going to, because I ended up buying a very cheap Humble Bundle, I think a year or two ago, of quite a lot of the LEGO games on Steam. So I've got, and pretty much all Steam Deck verified as well. And they did a few giveaways over the last 6, 7, 8 years. So there's a couple of them I had for free anyway on my Steam account, and then I ended up for like a £5 buying pretty much all the rest of them. So I think after I've finished with this one, I'll explore some of those other ones, because I'm pretty sure I own all the rest of the Marvel ones. And I've got LEGO Ninjago and a variety of other stuff. So I'll be happy to explore them, because the games that, in essence, they're not extraordinarily long games, but, and as I did quite often as a kid, if you want to find all the secrets, unlock all the characters, do all the bonus stuff, you can replay levels to your heart's content. So it's there for either to enjoy just for the story, or you can absolutely master the game. I got to like 98.7% on LEGO Indiana Jones as a kid because my disc was destroyed. Like I said, I've still got the copy, but the disc is actually mangled. I need a pristine normal disc, really, just for the sake of it, you know, to be able to play on the 360. But even though this disc, and I'll show you this disc, this is going to be an upcoming video where I show you conditions of discs and talk about what to look out for, but I'm not sure how visible this will be on camera. Maybe you can see how horribly scratched it is, maybe you can't. But it's bad. Like, it's bad. But yeah, on the Series X it loads up, because it's just, that copy of the game on a 360 won't load up anything past the initial like boot video. But all the Series X needs is to sort of recognise the game's license and what it is, and it'll just download that digital version, and then that disc acts as an activator. That was a mouthful to say. So I can use that destroyed copy of the disc, but at some point I would like to pick up a cheap, probably for like £1 or £2 disc only replacement. But LEGO Indiana Jones was a fantastic one, I recommend. You can't beat those early Star Wars games, but it's 1, 2 or the complete saga. Pirates of the Caribbean, I remember just being okay. I don't remember a great deal about that, even though I played through the whole game. It was alright. I don't think there's anything spectacular. LEGO Lord of the Rings was a lot of fun. I happily 100%ed that as a kid and got all the trophies and all that stuff. That was a great game. Yeah, Lego Marvel Superheroes is great fun so far. I was apprehensive at first. I wasn't sure if I'd like it. Not played Lego games, like I say, in a long time, but it was great to just pick it up. And yes, it was a drawn success. It was a great success playing this. I know that it doesn't mean great success, it means great hits. Go away. So yeah, I feel like the PlayStation 3, on a side note, would be cooler if all the cases were red. They'd certainly look cooler on a shelf. Do you not think the red cases would suit these old spines? Yeah? Can we picture that? Yeah? No? Anyway. Lovely. A cold cup of tea. Well, I've been Riggers, you've been amazing. And just remember, games are meant to be played, not graded. Take care.